Okay everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. We're back on GT Sport and we're back with the reveal of my new manufacturer for the new exhibition season. This is not an obviously official season. As you can see, they've decided to go a new manufacturer again. I've never been this manufacturer in an FIA event. Porsche. I like the Cayman Group 4 car and I like the Group 3 car. And this is actually probably going to work out okay. The Cayman obviously isn't going to be as strong as I thought because the fuel consumption is not an issue now, the way they're doing these FIA seasons for this season. So it could be an interesting choice though, because both cars are good on tyres and the tyre rate looks like they're going to go up with the tyre wear rate, which again I'm not a massive fan on. I think they really shouldn't be doing that. I think they should be trying to promote more realistic racing rather than times 13 tyre wear that's going to be on for the Red Bull Ring. But there is some other improvements which might not sound very good to some people right now, but the heavy damage, it might sound like a bad idea at first, but it's needed. This is what we need in FIA because it's going to, once people are used to the fact that, you know, if you go charging into turn 1 and you hit someone else, you're going to be affected by for 30, 40, by massive damage to your car that won't repair instantly. Then it's gonna be a deterrent to people. I know that for the first few weeks people are going to get hit and their races are going to get affected. It's probably going to happen to myself. I'm probably going to get annoyed, but I think if they stick with this motive of putting heavy damage on, give it a few months, get people used to driving like that and having to drive clean, and I think it'll affect the racing a lot. I think people are going to be more inclined to make less risky moves. They're going to be driving a lot safer, and I think it's a good move. The tyre wear, I think it's a bad move because all they're doing with that tyre wear, putting it on times 13, if they're going to do that for Group 4, a higher rate of wear, you're basically killing off any front wheel drive car again, which is not what we want. We want to be able to have it more equal. I think they've gone the right way with the fuel. We don't have to do any fuel conserving for this lap. As you can see on this lap, I didn't run wide on my lap. I thought I'd show that. Everyone else has been running wide. I'm trying to keep my track limits fairly strict, so for my hot lap for this Red Bull Ring race, I kept turn 1 very clean. I think I might have ran an inch outside the white lines, but I think it would be okay when it comes to the proper, when they make the settings a lot stricter. You'll see going through this turn 1, I fractionally wide, but compare that to how everyone else is running, it's not as bad. But like I was saying, I think the tyre is something they need to have a look at with the tyre wear, but this should actually help the Porsche because both cars are very good on tyre. So the times 13 tyre wear will be a bonus to myself, and we don't have to do any fuel conserving, which was a worry for myself when I was picking the Porsche for the Group 3 car. But the fact that there's no real tyre and fuel conserving needed this season, by the looks of it, is going to be a plus, and that should be good for the Porsche because I can just drive it flat out. It's going to be a little bit down on power, but at least I can now push, and I'm glad that they're letting us push these cars and not having to worry about fuel now. That's a good thing. They just need to have a little think about the tyre wear, having it on times 13. That is a little bit of an issue, but at least they're changing stuff and they're experimenting stuff, and this is all good. People are complaining obviously, but if they don't experiment with stuff and try new stuff out, we're never going to get anywhere in these FIA events. And I'm glad they've put the heavy damage on, to be fair. I think it's going to be a bit of a nightmare for the first few months, but I think, give it to the official season and everyone should be up to speed with having to drive like it's a real car. You can't just throw it into a corner and hope that the other guy gets out the way in front of you. Anyway, that's my manufacturer. I hope you're going to be watching myself participate in these FIA events. I'll be doing obviously most of them. I'm not sure I'll be doing all the nations races. I'm probably not going to do the mini one, for example. You want to have your clutch set up, and I can't be bothered moving my steering wheel around. I have to unbolt everything to set the clutch up to get the shifter working for the advantage it will give. So I could still do it for fun, but I'm just going to do the Red Bull Ring for this week, and I'll probably pick and choose the races for the nations, as it's not massively important this season anyway. I hope you enjoyed that quick video on the update of the manufacturer. I'm going to be back with some Assetto Corsa competition, competition A or whatever they call it, videos as well over the next few weeks. Obviously, well, probably 1 or 2 because it's a very brief demo. I think it's out today. I'm waiting on the store for it to update, and then I'm going to be testing it out. Obviously, people who following me through just GT Sport will probably not know that I was very much into Assetto Corsa. It was one of my main games on the channel, doing setups and stuff like that, and I'm really interested in the fact that they're going to be adding in the future ranked based racing, just like GT Sport and iRacing, because that is the one thing that game needed. I never used to really race on it. I just used the hot lap because the racing was a bit poor. There was no like ranked based racing. Obviously, this is only a PC game to start with, and I think it's going to stay that way. I don't think they're going to go to console. I think it's going to. I've got a feeling they're just going to stick with it as a PC game. So I'll be on that as well. A lot of Assetto Corsa when it's further on in development, along with GT Sport, and it's great to be able to have another game added to the channel. And obviously now that there's the off seasons in GT Sport, I'll be keeping the daily videos on GT Sport as much as possible, but I can start doing iRacing again now as well. Obviously I don't have to put 100% focus into GT Sport. I can start doing a little bit of iRacing and start getting into that as well again, and trying to build my iRating up from what I destroyed of it by going back to it. And I hope you enjoyed this quick update. I'm going to be back with more videos very soon. Thanks again for watching, everyone.